Cool, calm, and collected. Watch Coco dominate the Wuhan finals. Smiling face with unglasses trophy. The air in Wuhan felt thick with tension. The kind of tension that precedes greatness. As the clock ticked toward the start of the 2025 Wuhan Open final, Coco Gauff sat in her chair in the player's tunnel, headphones on, eyes closed, swaying slightly to a quiet rhythm. No jitters, no visible nerves. Just calm, she whispered under her breath. 1 point at a time, one match at a time. Across from her, her opponent, the fiery Italian Jasmine Paolini, shadow swung her forehand, fierce determination in her eyes. Both women knew what was at stake. For Paolini, a chance to claim her first ever WTA 1000 title. For Gauff, her fourth WTA 1000 crown, a statement that her dominance wasn't luck or hype, it was legacy. As the gates opened and the crowd erupted, Coco Gauff rose, shoulders squared, and walked toward the court like a queen entering her kingdom. The rise of composure. Once upon a time, Coco Gauff played with fire. She was all energy, explosive rallies, emotional roars, clenched fists. But with that came volatility. If she missed a key shot, she'd scold herself. If a call went against her, she'd lose focus. But the Coco Gauff of 2025, she's different. She's measured. She's mature. She's cool, calm, and collected. Her mental evolution began after the 2023 U.S. Open. Winning that title gave her confidence, but defending her success demanded discipline. She started working with a mindfulness coach, meditating before matches, and journaling after each tournament. I realized I don't have to fight the pressure. Gauff said in an interview before the Wuhan final, I just have to breathe through it. The road to the final. The Wuhan Open had been a proving ground all week. The field was stacked with stars, Swiatek, Sabalenka, Pegula, Zheng Qinwen, and the ever-dangerous Paolini. Yet Gauff's path through the draw looked effortless. R2, def. Zhang Shuai, 6-2, 6-3. R3, def. Laura Siegemund, 6-0, 6-3. QF, def. Jessica Pegula, 7-5, 6-4. SF, def. Jasmine Paolini rematch, 6-3, 6-4. Each round displayed another layer of her game. Tactical patience, defensive brilliance, and newfound aggression. Analysts began calling her style controlled chaos, a balance of Serena's power and Ash Barty's poise. She's found that sweet spot, said ESPN's Mary Jo Fernandez. She's emotional enough to inspire herself, but calm enough to control the storm. The grand stage, Wuhan finals night. Sunday night, Wuhan, China. The lights dimmed, and the stadium transformed into a cauldron of anticipation. Fans waved flags and banners reading, Go Coco! The future is now. Cool, calm, champion. When the players emerged, the roar was deafening. Gauff walked with the composure of a champion who knew her moment had come. The first serve thundered across the court. A crisp 117 miles per hour aced down the tee. Paolini blinked. The tone was set. The opening battle. The first set was chess on a tennis court. Gauff opened aggressively, mixing deep topspin forehands with delicate drop shots. Paolini countered with fearless aggression, taking the ball early and hammering flat winners. But Coco stayed poised. At 3-3, a tense rally unfolded. 23 shots of breathtaking athleticism. Gauff defended from corner to corner, then snuck in a looping lob that forced Paolini back. 1 point later, a forehand winner painted the line. The crowd gasped. Coco didn't celebrate wildly. She just nodded, walked to the baseline, and exhaled. Calm, cool, focused. She broke Paolini's serve in the next game, then closed the set 6-4 with a smooth backhand down the line. The mind game. During the changeover, Gauff sipped her drink and looked at her reflection in the camera's lens. No fear, no frustration. Her coach, Brad Gilbert, leaned forward in the stands, smiling. He didn't need to say anything. She already knew what to do. I've learned to love silence, Gauff had said earlier in the week, because silence means I'm in control. Paolini, meanwhile, was animated, chatting with her box, shaking her head after missed shots, occasionally slapping her thigh in frustration. The contrast couldn't have been clearer. One woman fighting emotion, the other mastering it. The turning point. The second set began with intensity. Paolini, determined not to fold, broke Goff's serve early for a 2-1 lead. The Italian clenched her fist, feeding off the crowd's energy. But Coco never flinched. She took a deep breath, adjusted her ponytail, and stared down the baseline like a hunter eyeing her prey. Then she unleashed 4 straight games of clinical dominance. A perfect passing shot, a 124 miles per hour serve, a forehand return winner that kissed the sideline. At 5-2, Goff stood 1 game away from another title. She walked to the line, bouncing the ball slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4. The crowd hushed. First serve, ace. Second point, cross-court forehand winner. Third, Paolini error. Triple championship point. And then one final flourish, a perfectly placed serve out wide, followed by a volley drop winner. Game. Set. Match. Coco Gauff wins 6-4, 6-2. The roar and the release. For a moment, silence. Then Coco dropped her racket and raised her arms. The arena erupted into cheers that shook the rafters. Her parents jumped from their seats, her father wiping tears, her mother shouting with joy. She walked calmly to the net, shared a warm hug with Paolini, and smiled. No screaming, no collapsing, just quiet satisfaction. "I don't need to prove I can win any more," she told the press later. "Now I just enjoy proving I can stay calm while doing it." Inside the numbers, the stats told a story of clinical efficiency. "She suffocates you with precision," said commentator Chris Everett. "Every rally feels like she's tightening a string around you. Calm, slow, inevitable. The crown of consistency." This title marked Goff's 4th WTA 1000 championship, a feat no American woman had achieved before turning 22. Not even Serena. Her consistency over the last year had been staggering. Finals in Doha, Miami, and Wuhan. 10 career titles. A top 3 ranking solidified. "She's becoming a standard," said IGA Swiatek. "When you play Coco now, you know you're playing perfection." The meaning of calm. In the post-match press room, Goff smiled shyly when asked about her newfound composure. Beyond the horizon, with Wuhan conquered, Goff's journey continues. Next stop, the WTA Finals, where she'll battle the world's best for the season-ending crown. But win or lose, something deeper has been established. Coco Gauff has arrived as a complete player, technically, mentally, spiritually. No longer the teenage prodigy. No longer chasing the ghosts of Serena or Venus. Now, she stands alone, the calm within the chaos. Epilogue, the essence of Coco. There's a moment in every great athlete story where they stop playing to prove others wrong and start playing to honor themselves. For Coco Gauff, that moment came in Wuhan. She didn't roar. She didn't rage. She didn't crumble. She just smiled, breathed, and conquered. The crowd saw dominance. She felt peace. And that, perhaps more than any trophy, is the truest measure of greatness. Final score, Trophy Coco Gauff def. Jasmine Paolini, 6-4, 6-2 champion. Wuhan Open 2025 title count. 10 WTA 1000 titles. For age 21. Quote of the tournament. Calm doesn't mean cold. It means confident enough to stay warm under fire. Coco Gauff, Wuhan 2025. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like, and share. Till next time.